Tesla's zero-emission electric vehicles are part of the company's effort to improve and make the planet more livable. However, it has also been asserted that they are not progressing as quickly as they ought to, in part because they do not have enough factories to produce the desired number of cars. The best option would be to purchase a business with factories spread across several different locations. And if such businesses exist, General Motors is one of them. GM has long been one of the largest automakers, but since the advent of electric cars, they haven't been able to catch up. The possibility of Elon Musk's plans to acquire the business is undeniable, but will he actually follow through? Keep watching this video to find out. Given that Musk and GM have been at odds for a while, the answer might surprise you. You might buy GM just to make a point, and if Musk is capable of anything, it's surprising you. General Motors announced the closure of 5 plants in North America, including one in Ontario. The closure of the company's Ontario plant was expected to cost 2,500 jobs in 2019. Musk was asked if he wanted to buy some of the GM plants. Musk stated in a video posted online by CBS before the interview aired that if they were to sell or stop using the facility, it's possible that we would be interested in taking it over. In the same interview, Musk stated that he supports rival automakers' decision to increase their investment in electric vehicle technology. He claimed that Tesla's sole purpose was to accelerate the development of electric vehicles and environmentally friendly transportation. We want to safeguard the environment. It is, in our opinion, the most pressing issue confronting humanity. The Lordstown factory, which had been in operation for more than 50 years, was set to close in the first quarter of 2019. The shutdown was part of a larger GM strategy that included the end of Chevy Cruze production in Lordstown and more than 14,000 layoffs in North America over the next few months. Legislators, labor organizers, and locals have expressed concern about GM's plans to close numerous facilities and lay off 14,000 workers. GM's decision was critical for the company's future as it battled competitors such as Tesla, advanced technology, and changing consumer tastes as a result of the potential facility closure. The acquisition of a GM factory by Tesla would not be the first in 2010, when a former GM factory in California was forced to close due to the recession. Musk pounced and paid $42 million for the Fremont location. His plans to purchase GM came shortly after his plans to purchase Twitter, and we all know how that turned out. So it's surprising that he's considering purchasing something else right now. However, one thing is certain. We can be confident that if GM were for sale, Musk would be tempted to buy, even if only to retaliate against GM's automakers. Throughout the majority of 2021, he had disagreements with GM and many of their high-ranking employees, and it's easy to see why. Despite the fact that both companies manufacture automobiles, they have vastly different organizational structures and goals. Most notably, Tesla prohibits unionization, which GM is notorious for. While Musk has many valid reasons for opposing unionization, his decision has earned him no favors from U.S. President Joe Biden, who has repeatedly refused to recognize Tesla as an EV manufacturer. Instead, he has praised General Motors and CEO Mary Barra for their work on EVs, positioning them as the organization propelling America toward an EV-dominant future. This clearly irritated Musk, who was outraged by the remarks. Tesla shipped 1 million electric vehicles in 2021, compared to GM, which had to halt production of the Chevy Bolt and Chevy Bolt EUV due to safety concerns. Other vehicles produced by the legendary company include the Cadillac Lyre IQ and the GMC Hummer EV, an electric version of the well-known Hummer pickup. As a result, GM's financial results should improve in 2022. GM recently resumed production of the Bolt, but Tesla, which opened 2 new factories in 2022, one in Austin, Texas, and one outside Berlin, Germany, will be far ahead of the Detroit powerhouse. Musk anticipates that more than 1.5 million vehicles will be delivered, and that production rates will likely exceed projections. Despite supply chain concerns and the prolonged closure of the Shanghai factory, fans of Tesla and Musk, who have also never understood why Biden bestowed accolades on GM and Barra that they believe belong on Tesla and Musk, constantly highlight the differences between the two companies. President Joe Biden praised GM and other industry leaders' vehicles while ignoring Musk and Tesla for a year, and Musk has yet to acknowledge this. Musk currently controls more than 60% of the market in the United States. As evidenced by his most recent attacks on GM and, indirectly, the president, it sells more electric vehicles than any other company. However, General Motors CEO followed through on a bold dare. She recently declared to Elon Musk that her company would sell the most electric vehicles in the United States by 2025. With such a significant lead, it appears unlikely that Tesla will be surpassed anytime soon. Burr was asked by CNBC in October 2021 if she thought GM could catch up to Tesla by the middle of the decade, and she responded that GM would undoubtedly surpass Tesla. Tesla does not separate its sales in the United States from those in the rest of the world. However, according to Cox Automotive, it will sell 352,471 cars to American drivers in 2021. This is roughly 14 times the value of the Chevrolet brand. The forecast aligns with General Motors' overarching goal of selling only zero-emission vehicles by 2035. It plans to launch 30 new battery-powered models around the world, spend $35 billion on electric and driverless vehicles, and dip at 30 new models. According to a GM representative, the company's 4 planned battery projects in the United States would increase North America's capacity to produce 1 million EVs by the end of 2025, as well as an additional 1 million units in China. They predicted that many more EV projects would begin before 2025. GM's goal is to outperform Tesla by offering high-range electric vehicles at reasonable prices. GM also hopes to dethrone Tesla as the undisputed leader in EV technology by eliminating all drawbacks and problems associated with EV ownership and charging. As electric vehicles become more sophisticated and widespread, the infrastructure for charging at home and in public must catch up. GM's Ultium Charge 360, in addition to allowing users to locate and use public chargers, also included specially designed Ultium fast chargers in an effort to overcome the issues with public EV charging networks. Tesla provides a wide range of energy options, from the Powerwall to an entire roof covered in solar panels to keep the lights on during a power outage or peak energy demand periods. GM announced the launch of its own energy solutions program, GM Energy, to compete with Tesla and provide Ultium customers with more energy consumption options. As stated in a press release, GM Energy is a brand new division within General Motors that includes Ultium Charge 360, as well as Ultium Home and Ultium Commercial. According to General Motors, the initiatives aim to provide Ultium owners with the best possible power options for their EVs. GM Energy is a new energy ecosystem that includes more than just new applications and home batteries, to ensure that consumers only need to contact GM for their energy needs in the future. According to GM, the new Ultium services will rely on directional charging solar panels, hydrogen cells, and a variety of other alternative energy sources. GM also announced a collaboration with solar energy company SunPower to build a network of ultra-high-performance vehicles, home batteries, and solar panels that will make future customers' homes a safe haven for EV vehicles. According to the press release, the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV will be the first to use this system. According to Travis Hester, Vice President of GM's EV growth operations, GM collaborated with energy companies across the United States to expedite the process. GM Energy intends to provide customers with a comprehensive portfolio of energy products and services, including solutions beyond the car, in order to accelerate the transition to an all-electric future. If you'd love to see more updates on the GM and Tesla supremacy battle, make sure to subscribe to our channel.